The BBC is so dreary. Like, you know, you're getting the elite's point of view. It's so awful. So I'm watching BBC, and they have a guy on from the British Sandwich Association. Now, first of all, if I was a Brit, I would immediately join the British Sandwich Association because I love sandwiches. And they have such interesting sandwiches over there. They have like apple and cheese sandwiches. You know, they have all these things I can't even pronounce. They're like chutney this and you know, old that, and I don't know. You know, it's just British sandwiches. So I would join the British Sandwich Association, and they would say, you have to be a sandwich company, sir. So I would obviously incorporate, because I really would want to be part of the British Sandwich Association. I'd love a membership card. I'd like, you know, if I was single, I'd say, hey ladies, you're looking at a VIP member of the British Sandwich Association. They'd look at me and they'd say, yeah, we could tell, buddy. Anyways, I'm joking around. The fact that there is something called the British Sandwich Association makes me laugh. I actually Googled it because I didn't believe it was real. But here's their website, the British Sandwich and Food to Go Association, member directory. Awards, I would definitely win an award for Sandwich Eater of the Year. Members only, that's the secret stuff. Sir, I can't tell you a secret sandwich handshake. Events, I would be at all the events. I would be like one of those Grateful Dead groupies, just traveling around following the band all around the UK. Hey man, British Sandwich Association, woo, let's hear it. Crustless or croissant? What kind of, anyways. I didn't believe there was something called British Sandwich Association, but I checked them out and it's real. Because I didn't believe it. Because I saw this guy, the boss of the British Sandwich Association, saying, if Brexit is allowed to happen, there will be no more good sandwiches in the UK. You're probably thinking, what are you talking about? That sounds fake. Well, yeah, the British Sandwich Association sounds fake too. Watch the head of the British Sandwich Association say, people, we cannot leave the European Union. We cannot close our borders. We cannot take back our sovereignty. We cannot keep our tax money because sandwiches won't be good anymore. Take a look.
What does no deal mean for you for the sandwich industry?
I don't think it means absolutely no sandwiches, because our industry is very creative and clever at coming up with new recipes. But certainly there would be serious problems in terms of some of the fresh ingredients we bring in from the European Union and also from overseas, particularly if we have problems at the ports and we can't get ingredients through. Because they're all fresh and don't have a very long shelf life, and we've got no chance of stockpiling fresh ingredients. So I think the answer from the sandwich industry is going to be that it's going to limit the amount of choice that consumers have if we suddenly crash out of Brexit in the way that's being talked about.
You know, if I were a member of the British Sandwich Association, I would launch a coup against Jim Winship. First of all, doesn't he look like the perfect boss of the Sandwich Association? But did you hear what he said? He said, I'm not going to say there won't be absolutely no sandwiches, because that might sound a little made up. But there will be, and I'm quoting him, serious problems for sandwich lovers if Brexit goes through. Because I understand that there were no sandwiches in the United Kingdom, especially there were no good sandwiches until the European Union came along. You know, sandwiches are named after the Earl of Sandwich, right? A Brit. But and why am I showing you this silly sandwich clip about the Silly Sandwich Association saying, I won't say there will be absolutely no sandwiches because we're very creative, but we're going to have some serious sandwich problems, maybe even a sandwich crisis. He didn't say that last part, I made that up, but you couldn't tell. Why am I playing that for you? Why am I laughing so hard at the British Sandwich Association? Because imagine a culture, a country, a media dialogue, a narrative, a political class, an establishment, where you seriously have the British Sandwich Association guy on your state broadcaster to whip up sandwich phobia, sandwich mania, sandwich dislocation syndrome. And I think most sane people would say, you're crazy. But I think enough people would say, oh my God, the state broadcaster, they wouldn't lie to me, interviewed the British Sandwich Association, they would never lie to me, especially about sandwiches. And if we are allowed to leave the European Union, we will have, quote, a serious problem with sandwiches. What kind of culture is that? That's a culture of passivity, of bureaucrats, of rules and people saying, oh, well, the experts said that's how it is, so that's how it is. The BBC said that's how it is. We just got to live with it. That's how it is. And that is what I hate the most about the United Kingdom in 2018. Could you imagine if Jim Winship, the big cheese of the British Sandwich Association, were leading something more important than the Sandwich Association? Imagine if his tremendous executive and leadership skills and his raw charisma, not to mention his sexy beard, were deployed, let's say, to defending the United Kingdom against the Nazi menace in 1940. Well, we can't fight. I mean, Chancellor Hitler, Herr Hitler, has offered us these terms, and if we don't accept them, we're going to have some serious sandwich problems. I mean, the passivity and the surrenderism and that's just how it is, folks. What are you going to do? The United Kingdom of 2018 is not the United Kingdom that it once was. The spirit of free men and women does not burn as brightly today as it once did. There's a state broadcaster that dominates the narrative. If you speak out of it like Tommy does, you're punished, thrown in jail. What was so incredible to me, besides the Sandwich Association clown show, is that not a single broadcaster, not a single presenter with the BBC, were glad that Tommy was freed, were appalled by his treatment, questioned putting a journalist in jail for 13 months. Not a single one. All of them condemned Tommy. Amnesty International, silent. Reporters Without Borders, silent. What kind of a culture is that? A culture of passivity. A culture of sheep and lambs. That's not healthy. Some people have remarked, why did it take Canadians to come and try and fight for freedom with Tommy? There were some Brits, obviously there were. But where's the official people? I mean, I'm just me. But where's the official people? Not one elected MP stood with Tommy. Gerard Batten, a member of the European Parliament, the leader of UKIP, spoke for him. Lord Pearson of the House of Lords spoke for him. Not one MP. Not one mainstream journalist. Not one NGO. Why? What's happened? They're all British Sandwich Association bosses, aren't they? Oh, if we speak up for free speech for Tommy Robinson, we will have no sandwiches. I'd like to stand up for freedom of speech, but you see, we're going to have serious sandwich problems if we do that, and we don't want sandwich problems.